About the hearing ng fake news sa TRICOM sa House of Representatives. We have on the line Surigao del Norte 2nd District Representative Ace Barbers joining us today. Good morning. Good morning, Kong.
Good morning, Angela and Diego. Magandang umaga rin po sa ating mga kababayan.
Yes, Congressman, thank you for joining us. Let's get right to it po. Yung, of course, yung second hearing nyo, yung mga nag-file ng petition sa Supreme Court, hindi na naman po pumunta. Ang sinasabi kasi ng iba, paano nyo daw ginawa po kung ang listahan? Puro daw Duterte supporters daw ang inibita nyo.
Critical of the government.
Hindi, actually, yun nga ang kanilang laging sinasabi na bakit yung mga Duterte supporters lang inimbitahan, meron daw kaming trap na gagawin because once dumating sila ay i-detain namin na marami silang kwento But the fact remains that the reason why we invited them, because they are social media actors or bloggers, no? And they can contribute in the objective of the TRI committee.
Yes.
And what is this objective? Number one, of course, magkaroon ng regulatory policy in the use of social media platforms sa ating bansa. That's number one, no? Number two, to establish a sort of a code of conduct or code of ethics among practitioners in this new industry, in social media, no?
Yes,
number three,
sorry, go ahead.
Siyempre, number three, magkaroon ng accountability. Dahil hindi naman pwedeng makakapanirang puri ka, you can destroy, besmirch, or smear someone's reputation without being accountable to that. So these are the things that we want to establish in the use of social media in the country.
Okay. Kung ano na po ba yung magiging plano natin kapag hindi pa rin po dumating itong mga social media influencers na to sa susunod na hearing? Kasi I understand may pinasupina po sila. And one of the reasons or major reasons, meron daw po silang petition for certiorari sa Supreme Court.
Tama, no? And we respect that, no? Dahil karapatan naman nilang umakyat sa korte at mag-seek ng redress doon kung they feel that they are being aggrieved, no? Pero sa punto naman ng rules ng ating Kongreso, sinasabi doon that once you violate the rule, merong rason o basisyon para i-cite ka in contempt. Kapag ikaw naman ay na-contempt, meron pong mga penalties na pwedeng i-impose. Now, ano ba yung ma-violate na rule? No? Ito pong invitation na ito, 2 beses pinadala sa kanila, sila hindi sumipot. Itong ang pangatlo ay nag-issue na ng meron ng subpoena ad testificandum for them to appear before the committee in the next scheduled committee hearing.
Yes, Kong, I'd like to talk about a little po yung growing concern over yung misinformation and disinformation, no? You mentioned the word kanina, practitioners sa loob ng sphere ng social media. By definition po kasi sa TV, meron tayong journalists, news anchors, tsaka mga radio broadcasters. Pero by definition, who do you consider a practitioner po sa sphere ng social media? Is it based on the number of followers?
That is what we want to establish. No? Kasi nga, kahapon may nag-propose na isang vlogger din, sinasabi niya, dapat magrehistro yung mga social media actors na yan, no? Yung mga sinasabing vloggers, no? Para makilala natin. Hindi sila pwedeng magtago under a pseudonym, no?
Yeah.
Hindi naman silang pwedeng naninirang puri, pero ang totoong pangalan nila ay hindi nila ine-expose. No? Parang merong kaya nga ang real objective of the committee is to establish this regulatory policy. Diba? Kaya nga kung napag-usapan na kailangan mag-register yan, kukuha ng driver's license, kailangan naman ibang gamitin mo. Diba? Alam kung saan ka nagpira. Kasi dahil may address mo.
Yes.
Diba? All these things are just regulatory that we know they are all legitimate, no? They are all using these platforms to educate the public, talk about public interest, and not besmirch or smear anyone. Now, if they decide to become followers of a certain politician, they can do so. Hindi naman natin pipigilan yun dahil karapatan nila yan. No less than the Constitution guarantees, no? The freedom of speech and expression, and we will respect that. Wala kaming plano, wala kaming layunin na kitilin yung malayang pagpapahayag ng bawat sinuman o bawat Pilipino dito sa ating bansa. And we will strike a balance.
Okay. Kung what have we gotten so far po after po ng dalawang hearings natin sa TRICOM? And are we planning to invite more personalities? Meron po ba kayong nasa isip na iba pang known personalities na may invite? And do we have a timeline on this? Kong? Kong, papihit lang po ng konti. Medyo nawawala po kayo.
Purong yata with your
Kong?
Hello?
Yes, yan. Yan po, Kong. Go ahead po.
Yeah. As the timeline is concerned, we're hoping na matapos ito bago mag-adjourn sinidie ang kongresong ito, yung 19th Congress. No? Pero kung hindi naman po ito aabot, we are hoping also that in the next Congress, yung 20th Congress, the committee will still file whatever proposed legislation that we wish to come up in this particular TRICOM hearing.
Yes, and alam ko yung gipit kayo sa oras, Kong, no? Pero ang sinasabi ng iba, very critical daw ang participation ng Meta dito at saka ng ByteDance. No? If they continue po not to attend the hearings, ano po ang gagawin natin, Kong?
Sabi ko, importante nila dahil sila yung platform na ginagamit they have to cooperate with the government. Personally, dapat siguro gumawa tayong batas na kumuha sila ng franchise sa ating gobyerno. Kaya ng pagkuha ng legislation ng franchise ng national government.
So, linawin ko lang po, no, medyo nawawala po kasi kayo kung to be able to hold platforms accountable ay meron po kayo naiisip na gawa na lang po ng batas na kumuha sila ng franchise dito sa atin. Tama po?
Sitting na pinapanukala ng mga kasamahan ko at ako, hindi naman po majority ito sa ngayon, pinag-aaralan pa po.
Yes. When is the next hearing po?
We will have to determine kasi yung tatlong chairman ng tatlong committee ang mag-schedule niyan.
Alright, sige. Maraming salamat. Medyo nawawala si Kong eh. Okay, maraming salamat po, Kong. Hopefully we can still invite you again probably this week pa rin para po mas mapag-usapan po natin itong issue na ito and other issues. Maraming salamat po, Congressman Ace Barbers, if you can still hear us.
Sayang malabo yung linya.
Malabo eh.
Pero maganda yung sinasabi ni Kong about yung importance of the participation of the major platforms. Interesting yung sinabi niya about taking a look at the franchise for Facebook.
Kasi diba, I was gonna ask niya, how are you going to hold these social media platforms accountable? Diba? Iniisip na lang daw
actually,
baka daw
pa-franchise.
Pero maraming magagalit dyan. Go ahead.
Anyway, yung pinupuntirya ni Congressman Barbers na accountability ng mga influencers na using pseudonyms kasi naninira sila and they're not using their names. Pwede mo isabihin kasi ang accountable din dyan yung Meta because in order to have an account, a verified account, you need to have an ID ready that matches your name. Yung ID mo and your name matches. Alam ko yan, pinagdaanan ako yan eh. And then you'll have to take a picture pa, you holding your ID. So the mere fact na tumanggap ang Facebook ng pseudonyms at na-verify yung account means may problema sa rules nila. So we'd like to see further how this is tackled in the next coming hearing.